see. Where is my little chat box? Here it is. There y'all are. Carlos. Hey, how are you doing? Um, Tell the boys you said hi. Well, I sure will. They are outside work and they're building a front porch onto their tiny house. So they have been working on that this evening. So yeah, always loyal. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to jump right into it tonight. We got a really cool discussion to talk about tonight, as always. And I have a new dress for you. And for those of you who wanted a longer dress, this is one of my longer dresses. I love it. I have it in two different colors. This is made, this dress is made by the Manydress company. It's called The Many, like Many dress company, and it is on Amazon and it is very affordable. I really, really, really love this dress. It has a little tie around it. The waistline is right. The length is right. Um, and I love the little sleeves of it. And I have my slip on underneath so that you could wear a tank or a camisole or whatever you want to underneath. But the V-neck is like, some dresses that it's like a V-neck can look feminine, but then if it's like too much, it can be like, yikes. So this one is a nice high V-neck, so I really like it. And I have it in a blue, like a calico blue, and then I just got it in this. It's just kind of like it looks brighter on the screen than it is. It's like a muted, it kind of looks like a watercolor of like a rust and blue and green, but just very, very muted. It looks a little brighter here because I'm in the light. But anyway, I love this dress. Like I said, when you find a winner, you have to get a couple of them because you never know when. I don't know if the blue one is even still available, but I will link it for you. I don't know if I did a good job of linking the dresses from yesterday, but I will go back and do that if I haven't. So forgive me if I haven't. I will definitely go back and do that. And I will definitely link this one. So tonight we're going to be talking about stability, bringing stability to the home. And we definitely do that as ladies. We can bring stability or we can bring chaos to our home, right? We can build our home or we can tear down our home. And if somebody's got that verse for me, pop it up there. You Bible scholars, type in that verse. That verse just popped in my mind, but that's not one of the verses on my list tonight. So yeah, there's been many times over the years where different women have really modeled this well, I think. And before I get into it, I have to say I am a little distracted because we have blueberry coffee. So sorry. I went from spiritual to carnal, right? Like that on you. Sorry about that. But blueberry coffee, it's my favorite. And it just came in today. And we just spent like the past 2 hours restocking the office with all of our yummy coffees, and now I have blueberry coffee and it's my own. Oh, I'm so excited about it. Beyond excited about it. Anyway, one sip. Okay, so back to it. So several different older ladies had modeled this really, really well in that they are the thermostat for their home, not the thermometer. And I heard that little saying at different times. Maybe you've heard it too. But as ladies, we get to be the thermostat in our home, meaning that we set the tone. We set the tone, we set the mood. We can either elevate everything in the home and just bring a really happy, joyful atmosphere to our home, or we can really set a really not nice tone in our home as well if if we're running on that. So So yeah, it's been a long day, y'all. So bear with my brain. Bear with my brain tonight. So I just took that really seriously, and I think that that covers so many aspects. That covers in our homemaking, that covers in our self-care of how we're taking care of ourselves, which is kind of what we're going to get into a little bit tonight. When we think of stability, we think of routine, right, for a lot of us. And I know if you have little children or if you have older children, routine sometimes gets very, very flexible, but there still should be these certain rhythms in the day, these certain things that people come to expect that really does bring stability. Like, when my husband comes home from work, he knows that there is going to be food. He knows that it's prepared. And I've said this before, but one thing that I have always loved to do, and I probably picked this up from somebody along the way, was that they would text their husband, and this is what I do. I've done it for 20 years probably, but I text him and I say, this is what we're having for dinner. Or if they're sometimes if there's like options, I'll say, I'm thinking about this or this. What would you like to have for dinner? And I'll do that in the afternoon, because what that does is that it gets him excited about coming home. First of all, he's excited. He's looking forward to coming home. He knows that I'm running the house, that I'm managing things well, and that I'm preparing his dinner for him. He knows when he comes in the door, he's going to have hot food cooked and we are going to be ready to eat. And that brings stability, right? That brings just a routine, a rhythm to life. And it's so sad today because I was reading about how, like, most families don't even get to eat dinner together, and that's so important. And just if you just prioritize that for your family, even if you're a young family and you had little ones, and sometimes it's hard, but you prioritize, we're going to sit down at the dinner table together as a family every single night. And even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes, because you have little ones and they're throwing food all over the place and it's just what it is, still you made a point that we're going to have dinner and we're going to sit down and that's what we're going to do. And that's just really, really important, and that trickles through so many different things. You can look at like the research on families that eat dinner together, and just that little routine, that one little bit of stability, what that does to a child, to build up a child and to build a family. It's just amazing. So it goes over into our homemaking and just us creating an atmosphere. I mean, for myself, it's just the priority is like clean, like cleanliness is a priority. Nobody wants a filthy, dirty house, which is a lot of work when you live on a farm. And there's a level of dirtiness that I have come to understand and accept with living on a farm and embrace. But still, like right before I got onto the live stream, I wiped down my counters, I wiped down the kitchen table. It just needed to be done. The floors still need to be cleaned, but whatever. I mean, at least when somebody goes into the kitchen, the dishes are put away, the counters are wiped down, I turn the lights off. It's like the kitchen is closed up for the evening and somebody's been paying attention to it. That's all. I just want my people to know that, like, it's cared for, and it's that brings stability. Those little things bring stability, no matter what it is, what your routines are. And then when we're talking about self-care, I really was neglectful for so many years, which is easy to do when you have little ones. But then, like I said, I'm going to shout her out probably every single day for a month. So you might as well just get used to it. But I was watching the Inspired by Nikki channel. And if somebody wants to grab her link and throw her up there, I would appreciate it. But she was just going through a routine of, like, some of her things, like her dressing table, and just some of the things that she does to take care of herself. And I was thinking, wow, I really don't do much of that, like officially, like I get a shower and I get clean, but like I don't really have, like, you know, like set a place to put my things. And so I was looking at her things, and I decided to get a little cupcake holder. And I got, hold on one second. Let's see if I can move this out of your way. There you go. There's my little cupcake holder. And it's not that fancy, and it's not like Pinterest worthy, y'all, but it does make me happy. It's on my dresser. I don't have a dressing table, but I did have a dresser with nothing on it. And so now this sits on my dresser, and I have a little vase of flowers that was somewhere else in my house, and I have that on my dresser. And somewhere, maybe tomorrow night, I'll pop that up in the thumbnail, and you can see my dressing table, but it's just my dresser. So I just thought I would take you through just some simple, basic, like plain old. I think this is kind of like bottom of the barrel kind of things, but this is me, and for little Grace, we share this together. So this is some fun things that I have done, and this is what I've put together in the past few months because of the Inspired by Nikki channel. So I bought hairspray. Haven't had that in like, I'm turning it the wrong way. Haven't had this. I haven't had hairspray in way long. Like definitely before we moved down here. So I got this brand. It's Pacifica, and supposedly it's vegan. I don't know if cruelty free. So don't eat it, but it is cruelty free. It's coconut and sea salt and vanilla, and it's non-aerosol. So it's supposed to be better. I don't know. It does smell really good, and it's real soft kind of spray. So that way I could curl my hair, which was another thing. I did not have a curling iron. I did not own one. And now you see I have curls. I can do that once in a while. And my husband likes it. Who knew? So, so I have a curling iron on my dresser too. And I have this. So my curls actually stay in. And then, okay, y'all are going to, if anybody's here from the 90s, any 80s or 90s kids, you're going to get big throwbacks, right? So I just thought that it would be fun to go back and find some, because I didn't have perfumes. I had like some essential oils that were like multi-purpose for the rest of the house, like lavender and stuff. But I decided to go ahead and buy some perfumes, and I just went like total throwback to what we had like a long time ago. So when I met my husband, this was my perfume that I was wearing, Tommy Girl. I wore it like every single day. So I bought a bottle of that, and Grace loves this. This is not good. I am sure this is not good. Y'all can like hang us up for this, but this is some kind of cupcake spray from Dollar General. That is not good at all, but she likes it because it has cupcakes on it. I also got Grace this little thing. I don't know if any of y'all remember this or not from the 80s, but if you're an 80s kid, loves Baby Soft. Did anybody have this? We had this, and we had this in my bathroom, in my stepmom's bathroom growing up. These were our two perfumes, like all through high school. These were it. These were the perfumes. So I got these for Grace, and this one, the exclamation when I got it, my husband was like, "Whoa!" Like he remembered the commercial and everything. It was hysterical. So anyway, this is just fun, y'all. This is just fun. This is a hair thing. I'll show you in a second. But and then I got I couldn't remember Cool Water, but Cool Water is also, I looked up like popular perfumes and colognes from like the 80s and 90s, and Cool Water was one too. And now they have this new one. I think it's called Sea Rose. So I got both of these. This is over a period of a few months, y'all. So anyway, super fun. So that's my little perfume collection, and that's my hairspray. I got this powder, and I actually like it, but I've refilled it with my own stuff because I think it wasn't like crazy pricey, but it was enough that I just refilled it with my own stuff. But this is Beauty by Earth dry shampoo and volume powder, and this is really great. I think I got it for dark hair. Yes, dark and red hair. Anyway, it smells good, but it's really nice as a dry shampoo with not all of the gunk and stuff in it. So what else? One more hair product that I got is this. And this is just Shea Moisturizer, Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. And I have this mainly, I'll use it once in a while on the ends of my hair, but it's mainly for my little girl as a detangler because she needs a detangler once in a while when she gets out of the shower. So, so that is all of the hair stuff and perfume. Okay, I'm going to move on to my skincare that I have here, and it's the same. If you have watched any of my past videos, I think this one might be new. This TC, who is it? Lily Sadu. I'm horrible at this. There you go. So this is just a moisturizer, and it's green tea and vitamin C. So I have this. I like it. I don't know if I'll order it again. It's just like a light moisturizer for during the day. But I don't know. It's nice, but I don't know if I'll order it again. And then um, my other three things that were recommended to me, I don't know, probably like a year ago. They said like every old lady needs this. So I don't know. So this is what I got. This is from Tree of Life. These are really reasonably priced for these kinds of things. This is retinol, and this is vitamin C, and this one is hyaluronic acid and hyaluronic acid. And what I do is just one day I'll grab one, another day I'll grab another one. I don't use all three of these every single day. I just put one of these on my face, you know, a day. So that is that. And here is my let me move this back here. Here's my makeup. I'll show y'all. This has not changed, and I really love it. So, and I actually bought some for my mom too. So this is my, um, I guess you would say foundation. It's just a tinted moisturizer, and my face is really shiny tonight because I didn't blot out my face, so I'm a little extra shiny, y'all. And it's really warm under these lights. But this is just a tinted moisturizer, and I think it comes in two shades, like a light shade and a medium shade. This is the medium shade that it comes in, and it's by a company called Blue Mission, and it's a glass jar, which I really love because you don't waste any of it. Like you can use your finger and scoop out every little bit of it. So I really love that. And all of the ingredients in this tinted moisturizer, it has sunscreen in it too, a natural sunscreen in it. But all of the ingredients are totally edible. Like they're just like food grade. You could eat this and you will not hurt yourself. So that was really good. So it's like skincare instead of makeup, which I feel like at 45 I need to be taking care of my skin. So there's that. I got this little Burt's Bees like illuminator thing. I don't know what it's called. All Aglow. It's Burt's Bees All Aglow. It's just this little stick, and I don't wear it very often at all. But if you were like maybe going out to dinner or something like that, and you wanted like a little extra highlight on your cheeks or something like that, that's what this is for. I don't use it a whole lot. So I mainly just use my moisturizer, and then I have these two little tinted lip balms. Sorry. And these are by the company Han. And again, they're like totally edible. Like there's everything in them is very, very good for you. And it's a lip balm, and it's also um, a blush stick. You can use it as an eyeshadow, even though that's a little bright for an eyeshadow. But they come in a few different colors and shades. So I just like put a little bit just on like the apples of my cheek and just touch it in, and use a little bit for um, some lipstick, and it's just a moisturizer basically. And then there's this one. This is more like a rosy kind of color. I use this one mainly for like everyday type of thing, but I do have the brighter one on tonight. So they're my two. They're just multi-purpose. They're so nice because if you're going away or something, they're just, you use it for your cheeks, you use it for your lips, you use it for everything. So that's it, my foundation and my little multi-purpose sticks. And then I have this by the company Han. This is a bronzer, and I really, really love this bronzer. It comes in a little cardboard thing, which is weird. The packaging is strange, and then it has like a little hairband around it. I've never seen a bronzer like that, but whatever. The product is great. There's no sparkle in it. It's just brown. There is like no shimmer, no sparkle, no nothing. Um, which I don't want sparkle and I don't want shimmer. I'm like way too old for that. But I just use this before I put on that little blush stick and put it on like my cheeks, my head a little bit, just my forehead, sorry, my head, my forehead, my nose, just to give myself a little bit of color. So that's that. I really love that bronzer. Really, really love that bronzer. It's hard to find makeup that's one healthy and then two doesn't have like shimmer and sparkle and all that stuff in it. And the last thing, this is a thing that I got, and I found this by like a recommendation from someone else, and I have really, really light eyebrows, and I don't have it on tonight. I'm not wearing this, but a couple of the other videos I had this on. It's it's very, very faint. It's very natural, but this is just a little eyebrow. I don't know what you call this. It's a little eyebrow gloss. I don't know. I don't know the official names of things, y'all. Anyway, it's by Glossier, and it is, I think it's called Boy Brow, which totally freaked my husband out. But it's not meant for men that I know of. It is a woman product. And I don't have my glasses on, y'all, so I cannot tell you the shade, and that's important. Hold on a second. Let me put my glasses on and tell you what the shade is, because that's really important. So this one is brown. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna link it because I still can't see it. I gotta get I gotta get stronger glasses. It's the light shade. I will link it for you, and I will write next to it what this shade is. It's very, very light, and I really like it because if you have lighter eyebrows, it doesn't look harsh like you have crazy eyebrows on. So that's pretty much it. The bottom of our little cupcake holder here is like hair bands. So I just kind of have them arranged in these little glass jars. So we have like these kind of hair bands. We have the other hair bands. We have clips, or yeah, bobby pins, and a couple other little, like a safety pin, because you need a safety pin sometimes. My glasses are here. My little brush is here. My daughter's little beads and bracelets and little necklaces are here. And then in the back, I got another one with hair clips. These are just some hair clips for church that we use. And then over here is just all of our nail polishes. And I don't think you need to see all the different nail polishes, but these are some new ones that my daughter just got. Yes, she loves going to Dollar General to pick out a new nail polish, and it's so cute, super cute. So anyway, we got some of them. So that's our little girl cupcake holder, and that's how we use it, and it stays on my dresser in my room, and it's so nice for me and for her because all of our stuff's there, and it's just like our little girly station. And before that, all my stuff was in the bathroom with my husband's stuff, and it just wasn't that special, but now it's really special. So that's really cool. Okay, and I'm going to get into a couple of the verses. So we're talking about stability in the home. We're talking about routines, right? Bringing stability. And in that also, I think one feeds the other, is that if you're not taking care of yourself as moms, it's hard to be stable because you're just constantly giving out and then you're not putting anything back in. And maybe all of this stuff isn't your way of self-care. Maybe your way of self-care is in the bathroom you have, like, bubble bath, or you have bath salts, or you have lotions, or maybe it's a whole different way. This was my little way to do it. But if you have a different way to do it, maybe it's a notebook or a journal, and you take 5 or 10 minutes in the evening before you go to sleep, and you write things down, or you plan things out, whatever your self care is. Maybe it's a cup of coffee. Maybe it's 10 minutes planned to go sit outside every day, and maybe not drink coffee right now because it's very hot, but like a cup of tea or something like that, right? Cold, iced, sweet tea. I don't know what leads to your life, but I'm just encouraging you, whatever feeds your soul as a woman. Maybe it's crocheting, right? Maybe it could be anything. It doesn't, whatever that is. For you and your daughter and your girl, bring them along with you in these things. That's how we disciple them in how to take care of themselves too, right? So that's kind of what I was wanting to talk about tonight. I have a verse. This one is from Psalms. I'm sorry, this one is from Proverbs 31. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth, sorry, can y'all hear me? Um, Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he pleaseth her. Um, and then there's one more that I wanted to share with you. And this is very interesting. This is something that a lady shared with me probably when my first son was born and he was very little. And she pointed this out to me. Um, and this is from Genesis 18, verse 9. And they said unto him, talking about Abraham, where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, behold, in the tent. And she just shared with me that our place as women and as mothers are in our home, right? At home, in our home. And that is our place. And where was Sarah? She was in the tent. She was doing things in the tent. She was taking care of what needed to be taken care of inside the tent. And a lot of times as moms, there's a lot going on in the tent. Like there is laundry, there is food, there is dishes, there's dirty children, there's dirty house. There's just so many things. It's endless inside the tent, but that is our place. And that just really always stood with me, that she shared that with me, that Sarah was inside the tent, and Abraham knew. He said, behold, in the tent, that's where she's at. She's in her place, right? And so, not that our place can't be outside on the farm doing things and stuff too, but um, my biggest mission that I can't neglect is inside my tent, right? So I can garden, I can, go outside. Last night I was outside, I mowed all the grass. We got a new riding lawnmower. I'm really excited about it. I mowed all the grass in the front yard and the backyard, and it was enjoyable. And then my daughter was riding one of the ponies, and they were just having fun, and I hung out there. But I can't neglect my duties inside the tent. So anyway, I had wonderful grandmothers that showed this example to me as a role model of just how they cared for just the daily maintenance of their home. They weren't going to win like any Etsy or whatever it's Pinterest awards, but there was food. They were cooking. They were taking care of their family. The things were run in order, decently and in order, and I just really appreciated that, and that brings stability. And not just the things in their home was run in order, but they were in order themselves. They took time to take care of themselves. And I remember it wasn't fancy, but my one grandma, she lived on a farm. My other one was in town, but the one that lived on the farm, she had things at her bathroom sink that were just for her. She liked to always have clear nail polish on her nails. um, and she had some face cream there, and she had her soap there, and just like a couple little things, and they were hers, and that was her little area by the sink, and that's how she took care of herself. And she always had an apron on, she always had a dress on, and she worked and she managed an office inside the house, but she also took care of all of the domestic things inside the house. And then my other grandmother was in town, and she had more of a, I would say, a fancier bathroom and things. But so her dressing table, she actually had a, I guess what you would call officially, like it was a big Victorian home, and she had like a dressing table inside her bathroom, and she had, a pretty mirror. And I remember she had like this powder for after you got out of the bathtub. It's probably not good for you at all, but it smelled amazing. And lotion, and just she had some different basic things that she um, had in her bathroom set up to take care of the lady of the house. And when me and my sister were there once a week, we spent the night, all growing up. We enjoyed that kind of thing because it's beautiful and it was just fun. And she took care of herself too. It wasn't like she was walking around in her pajamas. She was dressed and ready for the day, always. So anyway, I just wanted to share those things with you. I think that we have a great responsibility for bringing stability to our homes and to our families, and we can't neglect that. We bring stability to our husbands too. They depend on us so much. Um, these different verses, I didn't get into reading all of them, but her husband, what does it say, does save what he trusts in her. He knows that she's going to not do him any evil. She's only going to do him good all the days of his life. And um, he confides in her, he trusts in her to do that, to take care of those things. And today I was taking care of some things that needed to be taken care of, and my husband texted me back and he said, "Thank you, mama, thank you for taking care of that." And you know it's and I texted him back, I said, "That's my job." But it's part of how you complement one another, is that um in that responsibility. So let's see what everybody is saying. Always loyal, you are cooking. What are you cooking? What are you cooking for dinner? I'll tell you what we had for dinner. We had, I just call it like a barbecue. I don't really have a name for it. I told the kids and my husband that it was barbecue. So it was a little bit of sausage left over, a little bit of pulled pork left over, and a little bit of ground up hamburger, all left over with lots and lots of, we're doing carnivore, lots and lots of fat inside that. That all got cooked down, and that is in one big pan, and it was some super good, super, super moist barbecue. So that's what we had for dinner. Um, Shaquan is cooking. What are you cooking, Shaquan? Everybody's cooking dinner. I guess it is dinner time. Divina has a verse for us. Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hands. Yes, that is the verse that I was thinking of. Thank you, Divina, at the beginning of um, the video because I was just, that just came to my mind. You know, we could do either one. We can build or we can pluck it down with our hands. And it's such a shame to see a wife and a mother pluck down her own home and destroy it. Um, Alice, born in 1970. Do you remember any of these perfumes, Alice? I was born in 78, so. Welcome, Shannon. I'm glad you caught me live too. Shervin, 80s, loved. Wild Musk. I don't know. Do they even make that still? I think my mom had, was it White Musk? I think that was always her perfume. White Musk. Yeah, Wild Musk. That's funny. Echo Rain Prepper. Can't wait to get the blueberry coffee. Oh, the blueberry coffee. I know. I'm so excited. I used to order 5-pound bags of blueberry coffee from friends of ours, coffee shop in town, and she would sell it to me in bulk. And now we have it. I'm so excited about it. Um, Shervin says she likes lip stains. They stay on really long, even through eating. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into them. I don't know. Um, I think mine's gonna last me a really long time though. But I'll have to, when I run out, I'll have to look into lip stains. Do you have a good natural one, or is that like, how does that work with lip stains? I don't know. Always loyal. Thank you. I'm glad you love this series. This is fun. I'm having a good time with it. Okay, here and do. My husband bought me an old school caboodle organizer in rose gold for my makeup. Love nostalgia. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. And that's sweet that he bought it for you. That's really sweet. I used to love, Shervin says, I used to love caboodle. Sausage and homemade macaroni and cheese. Oh, wow. That sounds really nice. Um, yes, there is white musk. Yeah, I think that's what my mom had always was white musk. I don't know what she wears now. She had some other ones later, like probably during the high school years, but she liked white musk. Great series. Watching you since 10,000 subs. Oh, wow. That's funny. Well, that's awesome. And we just got news that we sold out of all of our meat this month. So we're really, really excited about that. Thank you. If any of y'all were, you know, telling anybody about us selling meat or whatever, that was a big deal. We just put it all together. Well, I mostly do a lot of the website stuff. I have a couple of my sons do some of the website stuff too. They can do more like logistical kind of things, but I like the creativity of the website. So I do a lot of that kind of thing, like changing it up and doing new pages and doing that. But when it comes to like the nitty gritty of the logistics, they help me out on those things. But I love the creative part of the website stuff. So that was a big deal. We put a lot of time this month into putting that whole page together and getting all the meat listed on there and all of that. So that was exciting to know that locally we had people that wanted to buy meat from us. That was really cool. Oh, that's cool. You like the pecan honey. Always loyal. That's awesome. Oh, that's so good. It sells out like fast, the pecan honey. And I can only get the um, pumpkin spice seasonally. So I think I have a few jars left of it here, but it when it's gone, it's gone. And then we'll have to wait until the fall um, to get more pumpkin spice again. So anyway, yeah, so that is pretty much it. App on your phone will tell you if a beauty product is safe. Oh, that's cool to use. Thank you for reading the Bible verses. Oh, yeah. I've never used that Bible app. Bible app. I've never used that makeup app, Julie, but that's pretty neat. EWG app on your phone will tell you if a beauty product is safe. Yeah, I really like didn't really think much about makeup and like the safety of it and all that kind of stuff for so long. And then probably in the past, I don't know, y'all could go back and see the videos probably, but I don't know, it was like a year ago. I kind of really dove into it and was like, okay, let me try to be more serious about what I'm putting on my skin and let me try to take care of my skin. So, I didn't want like a lot of makeup. A lot of times as you get older, you put something on and you're like, oh, it looks better without it. Like, you, all the little lines and things. And so this tinted moisturizer is great. And most of the time, I didn't do it tonight, but most of the time I take like a tissue or some toilet paper and I just like blot my face. Washcloth will work, and just blot my face afterwards too. So it's just really, really faint, and it just gives you a little bit of color, but not like it doesn't look like you have makeup, you know. 'Cause- so anyway, that's that's pretty much it. And I ended up getting it for my mom too because she came down to visit. Oh, it was probably back in March, the beginning of March, and she said, "Oh, I really like your skin looks so good." And um, so I did her. I put the moisturizer and the little tinted sticks on her cheeks and stuff, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, order me some." So I got it for her too, and she likes it. So um, there's several different colors and ones to pick from those sticks. I just thought they were really like cool because you can. It's like so multi-purpose, you know. So anyway, I don't know other things on stability. If anybody's got any comments or things that they want to talk about, um, just in having a routine or doing things, some things that I do, I guess, for just having a routine is like in the morning when we get up, I say we all, whoever wants coffee gets coffee. And then we meet in the front room and we have our little Bible time together, Bible devotion together. And it's just been me and my oldest three boys. The little ones can come in if they want to. Most of the time, they don't. Most of the time, they're just free playing, doing other things in the house. And that's totally fine with me because it gives me time with my older ones that we can talk about like some really like deeper things and some discipleship things that are really important. So we've done all different things over the years. Sometimes we'll be like doing a proverb a day and then reading like a chapter in the New Testament. And then it doubles as reading as well for, especially like my 14-year-old. It gets some extra reading in for him. So we've done that. We've done like a psalm a day and then, a chapter out of the New Testament. And we'll try to go through like the New Testament, we'll just do like, we're doing the book of Matthew and then we'll just read a chapter every day until we get through it. And the really cool thing with that, when we did that too, was the Bibles that I got them were, they had all the Spurgeon notes in them. So I think they were like they were the King James version, but they had all of the Spurgeon notes and commentary and all that through it. So that was really neat because Spurgeon did a great job of like always pointing out things that you weren't necessarily thinking about. It's like, wow, I mean, we read through that and we would have talked about this, but he's talking about this. That's kind of interesting. So just brought a lot of interesting points to the conversation. So that's been really good. And then lately we've been going through a doctrinal book and just kind of really going through some systematic doctrine. And so the boys, my older boys, will know, um, just good sound doctrine, and then what we believe and why we believe it, and also looking up all the verses along the way. So that's been a really fun study. We're about halfway through that. We've been working on that for, I don't know, a couple months now, I guess. So that's how we start our mornings. And then after that, everybody just kind of breaks up. My big ones, I usually ask them what their game plan is for the day, and they let me know. Usually they have some kind of work project going on, or they have business stuff to take care of in the office, and they are off into the races. And then later in the afternoon, um, at some point or early evening, they will come back in and get their schoolwork done online. But I kind of just give them grace and opportunity to come back to that when it fits in their schedule, because they're really like full on men, and they've functioned like that for a few years now. I would say probably like 2 or 3 years at least, since my oldest one got his driver's license at 16. So at least 2 years they've been functioning like that, that they go and take care of anything that needs to be taken care of. And they just, they have, a little construction business, so they usually have, at least one or two jobs going that they need to go take care of off of the farm. And so um, I usually just text them and ask them, if I need anything, to pick up anything. But they have a lot of independence that way, the older three. And then the younger three are just busy in their day, fishing and playing and um, running free is pretty much what they do. And then at some point, I kind of reel them back in, and I get each of them on the computer, and we do a little bit of their schoolwork. And that's kind of in between that is laundry, which I really do enjoy sitting and folding laundry. It's my chance to sit down. I'll usually make myself a cup of coffee, or some type of now I have these what is it called, elements, or whatever the other one is, Redmond salt stuff, because we're doing the carnivore thing now. So I'll drink some of that, and I'll just sit and fold all my laundry. So that's kind of my downtime during the day. And I like to listen to things. I like to listen to um, YouTube videos. I will, like, just have them playing, or have my earbuds in and listen to them sometimes. Sometimes the house is quiet because I have little ones outside and my big ones are gone. So it's kind of a funny thing. I don't have little toddlers anymore. So everybody's like got a little bit of sense of independence now. It's kind of neat. So, what was I going to say? So anyway, that's my laundry. And then I start dinner, early. I always start dinner early. Like I said, I text my husband, I tell him what I'm making. And so these days it's very, very easy because it's meat. So I just put a whole bunch of meat in an Instapot, or whatever we're doing. I'll defrost it if we're doing hamburgers or something like that, and get ready for dinner. And then it allows me to clean up too, like all the big things, like, the pots and pans, or anything big, that, unless it's the Instapot, that doesn't get cleaned out right then. But it allows me to get things pretty cleaned up, so that way after dinner it's just the dishes and stuff that get taken care of. So um, what was I going to say? Oh, and breakfast. I do make breakfast, but that's after our Bible studies when I make a breakfast. So, and everybody's a little different on breakfast. My three big ones mainly don't eat breakfast, they eat later in the day. I don't always eat breakfast, but if I'm hungry, I will eat breakfast. So that's just been like sausage and eggs lately. This morning we had bacon and eggs, and that's pretty much it. That's our during the week everyday routine. And then my husband gets home early in the evening,
and we have dinner together, and then the boys are usually off doing some other type of project or whatever they're doing. Um, and that is it. Pretty boring. I don't know. Somebody was asking me last month. We met a family, and they were asking like, "What do we do for fun?" And what's all? I'm like, "We're really boring. We watch documentaries. Like we're like not that exciting of people at all. Like we do have a couple games, board games and stuff, and we watch documentaries, and the kids play outside and we watch them. That's it. That's kind of it. Oh, Nikki C. Did I go through any carnivore detox symptoms? No, I didn't. But I think it was because all that we really eliminated out of our diet was just like our dinner side dish, or like, instead of, I didn't have oatmeal every single morning, but like if we would have oatmeal or the kids would have oatmeal for breakfast instead, we're just having fried eggs or something like that. Like we didn't have any super processed things in our diet anyway. So it was just like, okay, I'm not making green beans with dinner, or I'm not making rice, with dinner. We're just having meat. Um, so it was really easy for us, I want to say. Plus, I mean, when you make your mind up, it's pretty easy anyway. But I don't know. I just think that I love the simplicity of it, But like you all know me a little bit better now, probably from hanging out with me so long on here, that like I'm a pretty boring kind of person. I do love routine, and I do, even though I'm not. If you gave me a schedule, I would probably never be able to keep it totally. But I do love routine, and I love simplicity, and I love efficiency. So when you're like meat, eggs, I mean, I'm like all in. Like, are you serious? That's all I have to cook and prep and do? Like, yeah, I'm all about that. That's so easy. And and we have an ice cream machine, so we can make our own ice cream too. So that's kind of a nice treat once in a while too. And we did give ourselves grace with it, Nikki. Like the first week, we still had fruit in our fruit basket, so we ate that. And then we had smoothies. And then the second week, we still had smoothies. Into the third week, the kids had smoothies. I still had a smoothie like, I don't know, once or twice a week. I haven't had one for a while, and it's weird. It's like when I go to have smoothie, meaning just like berries. It was just like strawberries and blueberries is what I have in my freezer. And I do have a box of frozen bananas too that I got. Um, but I don't know who's going to eat them and when. And I don't know. I'm not sure. So, yeah, it's been like the easiest thing that we've ever done. Honestly, it's so easy. It's been great. Huh, had a few symptoms. Yeah, I had massive detox symptoms when I did like plant-based, and even before that, a few years before that, when I did the Gerson therapy. Oh my, that first day I felt like I was going to die, and then like the second and third day it got a little bit better, but I was just like, whoo, it threw me for a loop. But this has been really, really easy. We have lots of energy. We sleep all night long. We could do another, maybe next month. We'll talk about food. Because I could just go on and on about it. I'm sleeping, like deeply sleeping. My husband's sleeping for the first time since before he was a teenager. Um, he's getting up in the morning. He's got lots of energy. He's just blown away by how much energy he has. And I'm in the morning, I wake up and I'm ready to go. Um, and I am not like a super morning person. It would usually take me till about noon to kind of get going with a lot of coffee. So I was more like a sloth in the morning. And now, I mean, I'm like normal. Like I just get up and I'm awake and it's just normal. I don't know. It's weird. So everything's going good with that. I think, did I get everybody? Shervin says setting makeup shine. Little dust of cornstarch might work. Other starches likely too. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely shiny tonight, but it is hot. The air conditioner is on and it is hot, and I didn't blot my face after I put my moisturizer on. And that moisturizer, it has oils in it, so it just makes me extra greasy. Um, I think I got everybody, and I think we are almost to the end of this. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful night. If you have anything else to tell me, you could say it now. I will try to, as soon as I get off of here, I will link this dress, and I'll try to go back yesterday's video and make sure that I linked the skirts, because I don't think I linked them, my little girl's skirts that were shown in last night's video. And yeah, and I think that is about it. My hubby is home um, for the weekend, so he doesn't have work tomorrow. So I am excited about that. He just told me that. So yeah, we're just looking forward to a good weekend, just hanging out. The boys are building their porch on their tiny house. They bought a couple hammocks today to hang on their porch on their tiny house. And I have a little tiny front porch, but they are going to have like a legit porch. So I told them that I'm going to be like on their porch all the time hanging out. That's going to be my spot. So, anyway, so that's exciting. That's what's going on here on the farm. And, and that's pretty much it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you, for joining in the conversation tonight. And I hope it was a blessing in some way. And I will probably see you tomorrow night. I'll be taking off Sunday evening because, Lord willing, we will be launching our 2 courses this Sunday evening. So, Sunday evenings, I will not be on this channel live. It's just going to be all the rest of the days, but not Sunday evenings. I will be um, going live on our main channel on Sunday evening with my husband to launch the parenting course. And then from this Sunday on, it will be private after that, the lives on the parenting courses. But the rest of the time, I'm committed. We're 6 days in, and I'm having a lot of fun with y'all. So I am totally committed to showing up here for the rest of the month and talking about all the lady things. So hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you, Carlos, for moderating for me, and I will see you all tomorrow night. I'm going to leave you right here. Let's see if I can click the button. Good night, y'all.